highlight on there, you mentioned something important that we talked about on this past Monday that I want you to highlight on. Did everybody hear that Dale said, hey, I got my PE license, and then I switched to a mechanical contractor? Dale, tell us, how important is it to have this alleged PE license?
There are millions of people on this planet that have lived here and passed away without their engineering license, and they lived okay. I've never met anybody that's gotten their engineering license and said, man, I really wish I wouldn't have done that. And so as a Connie, it's because it's an ABET accredited program. As a Connie, you can get your engineering license. And so I strongly encourage anybody that's even maybe thinking about that to do that, because it opens a lot of doors for you depending on your life situation. If you work for a current employer and for some reason, for medical reasons or family reasons or company reasons, you're no longer employed there, or you want to explore other options, having your PE gains you instant credibility with a lot of people in this industry. Again, you don't have to have it unless you're going to be stamping drawings, but having that establishes a lot of credibility, especially if you're in a stack of resumes that there's 50 resumes they're sorting through and 2 or 3 of them have a PE. The employer is probably going to want to at least pause and talk to that person and say, hey, tell me about this. Tell me about your experiences. And so again, anybody that's thinking about it, I strongly recommend it. It's not a walk in the park. It takes some work. But that's something I decided to do. At the time, I was doing a lot of design. That was my core job responsibility was design. So that was an extremely important part of that. Not doing as much design now, but that design experience helps me tremendously in being able to sort through existing building issues and help fix some things that aren't working right in buildings.
All right, and you can help get yourself ready for that by taking that Fundamentals of Engineering exam, right, which every student that's listening to this podcast should do. Whether or not you think you might ever want that PE license, don't sell yourself short. Just take the test at the end of your time here at Iowa State and leave your options open. I mean, you can always take the exam later, but let me just say, the further after graduation you wait to take that exam, the harder it is.
Yeah, you're still, as a student, it's easier to study for that. You almost don't I wouldn't say you don't have to do any studying, but there's not a lot of studying you have to do because you're academically, you retain a lot of that anyway. And so I wouldn't say it's a super easy test, but it's fairly easy for somebody that's cruising through an engineering degree to pass that test. And then it does set you up for the option to get your full-blown engineering license down the road. It's a lot different now than when I got mine. Now you can take the PE exam right away.
Which is so weird. Which is really so weird to me.
Really weird.
I don't even understand this.
A century's worth of engineers that there's this drama about getting the 4 years of experience, sending in the application, taking the test, waiting for results.
Yeah.
Like the whole, like 90% of the pressure of that situation is basically just kind of gotten wadded up and thrown
away. Yeah. Yeah. You remember like, okay, so when